Okay, chalo. And if you check the repository, let me show you the repository real quick. Go to the repository. Here, for you, I have shared the link. For me, it will be because under repositories. Oh, have you forked the repository? You can fork it as actually. So here you will see that I have listed down all the important fundamentals that I really want to teach you in the course of our journey with C programming. Okay, all the modules have been listed at how and what they teach. So those are there. And now we can continue with this. Okay, I've already gone through the basics. I've already gone through these increment and decrement. But what I want to show you is this make file. Can you see this? Oh, let me increase the font size because probably difficult. Is this too much or chalega? Yeah, I think videos के लिए ठीक है. Okay. Now you will see that here this is a make file. Do you know what is a make file? Okay, let me explain. So make file is generally seen as a bash script. Okay. What you write in make is something very similar to how you write bash scripting. Oh, by the way, do you want any classes on bash scripting? That can be done though. Do you want to learn more languages like bashing and all this? अरे yes no तो बोल दो. Huh? Okay, but you know, bash scripting is quite important if you later want to say run multiple files. Okay, say you want to execute one command, or let's say one particular Python script after another, but you want it to be automated. Like after this completes, then only do this and all this. Okay, and in doing so, you might find like, okay, do I need to do it by hand? Then probably that won't be that much of an efficient way to do it, right? So in those cases, bash scripting is quite necessary. Okay. Whatever you later you will see that, or I will anyway I shall be teaching you that. Even I don't care what you are going to say that you don't like it. It is essential. Okay. Now here what I'm doing, I'm defining my C compiler. CC basically means C compiler equal to GCC. So it is like what? It is setting a environment variable, right? Or not an environment, like in your C programming language or in your Python language, what you set? You set something equal to, like, you assign some value to a variable, right? Just like that, I am assigning a few values to this. Then I am setting the flags. So here the standard is actually I have set it to C11. Okay. So you will see, like, you can go on to, let me show you, C standards. You will see that there are multiple standards. Okay. Generally, because while teaching, you will find whatever the books are there. Maybe like the Bible was written in like I think ANSYS C, not C99. Later, a lot of the books that we follow are written for C11. Okay, not for C17. Maybe a few are there for C17, but C23 is very new. Okay, C17 there may be a few books. Okay, the later books that are written, you can understand that why it is called C17, C23. These are basically with respect to the year, which year they were actually published or thought of, okay, or releasing to the public. So now if I go back, I kept it at C11 because that's what majority of your books in your class 11 or 12, the books that are there, they follow the C11 standard. That's why I kept it in C11, but you can change it to whatever version you want because I'm sharing you how to write make files. Okay. Now, then what is there? This is wall extra. Wall means, W means warning. Warning all. Okay, we call it wall because that's how it looks like. So, W means warning and all means I am going to set all the warnings. So, I can see that what warnings am I going to get. After that, we have the wall extra, W extra, sorry, wall extra. W extra means warnings extra. Okay. Then pedantic warnings. Okay. There is something called pedantic types of code and all this. I'm not going to go deep into that, but you can set it out. Okay. Then I've set the optimization level to 2. Okay. What does optimization level means? Optimization level basically means how the compiler will optimize your code. Okay. So if you see the assembly version of a code written with no optimization and written with optimization, then you will find that sometimes a good example would be a for loop. Okay. So a for loop, when you say count from 1 to 1000, okay, and then say you are just summing it up. Okay. Without optimization, it will actually go through assigning each and every value to a register and then it will sum it up. But say you actually have a optimization flag enabled, then it will not go through that whole summation type. It will basically allocate it to a mathematical formula. Okay. A mathematical formula basically means you know the sum formula, right? What is the sum formula? You know what is the
What?
summation formula, right? The formula for summations. Mathematical summation. Hello? Yeah, you know the formula for summation, right? Mathematical summation.
Can you give an example?
Say I want to add all the numbers from 1 to 1000. How will I do that? What will be the answer?
AP formula.
Yeah, what is that?
Two.
Correct. And if I have that particular formula, do I need to do the summation manually? No, right? That's where the optimization comes. Instead of actually doing the summation for each and every case, we use the mathematical formula, right? You get it? Where the optimization is coming. So that's where this O2, this is just an example. This is the second optimization level. Okay, fine. Okay, very good. Now we can go into the programs, like what programs I want to compile. So you will see that if I define the programs, what is this simple int printing data types? Do I have that program here? Here we have it. We have data types program. We have it. Size of demo operators. The size of demo. Okay, so size of demo. Then operators program, operators. Then we have increment, decrement. We have increment, decrement. We have type conversion. We have type. Okay. So what is this? This basically says which programs or which files to compile. Okay. Then what do we have? We have a simple echo statement. What does echo statement do? Echo is basically printing. Okay. It basically prints out. Then what you do? When this particular program is compiling, you basically say that, okay, simple int printing is linked to this C program. Okay. And how do you compile it? You know, you write that GCC, then you insert the C program, then you do -o, then you do this, right? Right? Yes or no? And then you do the output to this, output of this particular program, right? You do that, right? Now the point is that I have basically, instead of writing GCC, I am writing the compiler variable. After that, what? I am doing the flags. These are the flags. And what is the output from this? This should be like taking the input from this particular file. Okay. And the output should be in this simple int printing. Okay. I have that binary simple int printing, right? You got it? Yeah. So in this way, I could build all these programs. Suppose you are developing. Okay. Make files help you to not write the GCC command again and again. It automates the compiling process. Okay. Then what is this? This basically means all means when you write the command, I'm going to show you what make all means. It will compile all the programs. Make clean means it will basically clean up all the compiled files, and there is a help as well. Okay, so let me show you how it works. Let me clear the terminal, and here if I write make clean first, if you see that it actually deleted all the binaries. Okay, now I'm going to write make all. So there were a lot of print statements that appeared very quick. So this is the thing that was running, and you will see that it is giving me a warning. Okay, return type of main is not int. Okay, so there is a particular warning that I'm seeing in which particular program? Simple int printing. So let's go to that program. So if you see that this is a void program, right? So a void program means it should not have any return type, but this is giving me some warning which is related to int. Basically what happened that you should actually use int for this method. From C programming in this Linux. Okay, if you do void, sometimes they give this warning, but it's a non-essential warning. It's skippable. Okay, now let's say if I just do the make all, you will see it only ran the make all. Okay, for this thing, which why? Because it understood that the changes are only done in one particular program. So you never need to recompile all the programs which had no changes. Now you understand that why in developer environment this is such a crucial thing to have. बुझा गया लो? Okay. Now these are simple programs, right? Data types and all this. We have already gone through all of it, right? No, we don't need to. But now you know how to write make files, right? This kind of make files you can write. Correct? चलेगा? Okay, now we can do with a few programs. Oh, by the way, you have done the string program, is palindrome and all this, right? I gave you a few homeworks. I think you have shown me that as well.
I only did the palindrome.
You only did the palindrome. Okay, fine, no issues. We are going to show you like anagrams. So, do you know what are anagrams? Let me give you an example, visual example. Here, if you just go and see, like this, yeah, good example is heart and silent. I always forget examples of anagrams. So, if you take a word and if you rearrange it, okay, then if that word also makes sense, then of course that is an anagram of the another word. Okay, got it? Okay, so this particular program checks if a given word is actually an anagram of the another word or not. Okay, so it takes two particular strings. You get it right here. It takes two particular strings, string 1 and string 2, and then it counts. It count 1 and count 2. Basically, these are what? These are arrays. Okay, these are arrays where they are being set to 0 initially. Then count the characters in the first string. So this is a simple for loop. Hopefully you, if you have any issues in this one, let me know. कुछ problem है क्या अभी? No, right. This is the written a little bit differently. So are you able to understand this particular line? Tell me. Very good. Then this is the same thing for count 2. Then we will check if they are counting, like basically if the count is all right or not. Okay. Fine. ठीक है तो means if one word, if one character is there in the another word, when if each character from the first word is there in the another letter in the another word, okay, then of course they are anagrams in a simple logic. But this particular anagrams, this particular logic that you are seeing means it can be fooled. How it can be fooled? Say I give you the word listen or silent, and I just let me go back to the example. Say en en list. En list means n list. N list also makes sense. Okay, something different, something that doesn't make sense. So say I just swap the e and s. Okay, e and s. Then lient, lients, kuch, there will be some word. Okay, and that word doesn't make sense. One of the important features of anagrams is that the words should make some sense. Okay, so that particular thing is not there, and this is a very simple example of a anagram where they don't necessarily need to make sense. Okay, you get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, after that, what do we have? We have a reversing a word. You have already done reversing, right? This is the algorithm for reversing. I'm not going into this one. This is a knife pattern matching. So what does a knife pattern matching means? That say in a text, are you getting any kind of pattern? Okay, pattern means say a text is there. I listen to the speaker, or I listened to the speaker when he was something like there is a huge sentence, and in a sentence you see a particular pattern, like say en or ed. Okay, say there are a group of words. What can I give? Some words. Damn, nothing is coming in my mind. Listened. Then when they ed words. Give me some examples. My mind is blacking out. Kuch ed word though. Ed या फिर went is ent. Wow, I am unable to think of any past tense word suddenly. Wow. Uh, mm, reached. Reached. Thought will not work. Say bought will also not work. Oh damn. Can't I get a good list? Which is sad. Why can't I get a good list? Mm, Say in this list. Yeah, this is a good list. Accepted, added, admired, advice, agreed. Yeah, okay, these are good. So you will see that here what is happening. I'm seeing a pattern, right? A pattern in the sense that there is always a ed at the end of it, right? So this is a pattern. So can I develop a program that can always match if this kind of pattern exists in a given string? That is what it does. So how it does it? It is a simple for loop. Can you explain me that how this for loop works? Just by seeing it here. Do you get my question? Oh, sorry. Hmm. Hello. Hello.
No,
Oh, are you not able to understand this? Okay. क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है बोलो?
I can't understand the loop.
ओह अच्छा, क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है यहाँ पे बोलो?
I
What
mean
is
the
the name?
logic.
हाँ, लॉजिक में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? I can go over it. That's not a point. So see, strlen क्या करता है? स्ट्रिंग का लेंथ दे देता है, right? So you get the length of the text and get the length of the pattern. Yeah, you can have actually, you know what? There should be a simple check that you cannot have a pattern which is larger than the string, right? Right. You cannot have a pattern which is larger than the string itself. So that is a basic sanity check that you can do. I think I should have written that. Sanity check, which is basically this thing, where m equal to 0, n equal to 0, and m cannot be greater than n. Okay. These are the sanity check for basically what? For patternlet or whatever. Fool's programming. Now, after this, we shall go into it. Okay. Then what it does, it sets a int I or I, a variable, to length 0. Then it checks that I is less than n minus m. n minus m क्यों? n minus m क्यों? n मतलब क्या है? n मतलब है जो टेक्स्ट है और जो पैटर्न है, ठीक है? Why this particular logic? You need to think about the logic, na? Pattern matching में. In Python, what we used to do you remember? Suppose मुझको जो पैटर्न चेक करना है कि does this pattern exist in this string? You always used to write for I in this string, right? Or if I in string. That in keyword or in function used to do everything for you, right? But in C, you do not have that leverage. You do not have the pleasure of in or all this. So you need to create the function yourself. Got it? So now why do we have this logic? अरे कुछ तो आंसर दो.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, बहुत अच्छा था. So suppose there is a length of string, say Volkswagen, ठीक है? Volkswagen, and I want to find the word wagon. Okay. So Volkswagen minus जो है wagon. Why? Because it gives me that this is an optimization trick that we do. So I should not be looking at the section of the main text where the amount of text that I need to look for is smaller than the pattern. Means I always need to jump or look at text in the length of my pattern, right? Say ed. Ed क्या है? It was there is two letters, right? Then I should not be looking at each and every character for the next letter, and of course for that I need to do it. Say I have to something long like ent. Then I have to basically I can skip. Say my first word is say my Volkswagen. So VOLS. Okay. VOLS. So first word is not even matching. First letter is not even matching. So should I check the next word? Or can I skip? I can actually skip it. I can skip it till my pattern is no pattern का जो है length है उसके ऊपर base करके I can skip. So that kind of logic has been built in. Okay. After that, what do we have? Yes, sure. What is this? Oh, someone texted me. Okay, fine. So here, say, okay, let me have the draw.io. Wait, I can just copy this. Let me go here. Why is this? Please, JavaScript is enabled. मतलब क्या? Huh. Oh, now it's working. ठीक है, this is good, but I should not be using this. Say, I have this. Say, can I have say some string? I might be butchering the Volkswagen. कुछ बुरा word. Volkswagen. Spelling I need to basically, yeah. और कुछ अच्छा चाहिए. This word in English. I think it was something like this. Yeah. Let me just take this word. Copy. Say this is my word. Okay, a huge word. Now say I have another word. Say something like micro. ठीक है? Now what's going to happen? The pattern you need to understand. इसका मैं फिर ये कर देता हूँ. Sorry. कुछ error है? Yeah, let's keep this error here. Let's keep it here. This is fun, right? I don't know. It seems fun to me though. इसको कैसे मूव नहीं कर सकता क्यों? Yeah. Good. Oh, I need to keep the program somewhere as well. So let's use this here, and let me see. I should have the program. Oh, it is not okay. I think hopefully it is viewable, right? Pattern matching and all this program. What just happened? Is my system crash? No, my system is fine. Oh, something happened. Whatever. Need to move it somewhere here. Okay, now see. मैंने क्या किया? जो text है, text is this, right? So it has been assigned which value? N. So let me write it N. And this has been assigned which value? This is M. Okay. Now what is the logic? The logic is that I should not be looking for N minus M. What is the value of M here? M is basically M equal to 5. Okay, and this word 45. I was not going to even count it though. That's why I just did it. Okay, so that means N minus M is equal to 40 because there wouldn't be enough characters left to match in the string. Say, if I don't do it, then what will happen? It will go to 41 character or 42 character, and then will I even have that many characters left to match? You get it, right? Or say there is a subsection of words. Is there any point of matching it with the next subsection if I don't even have those many words? Are you able to understand or फिर भी problem हो रहा है तो बोलो. Oh, okay. No, seriously, if you are not able to get it, then we can actually go and we will go by each and every step of the loop to even understand. Okay. So what we are doing after that? We are basically declaring another variable, say j. Okay, so because it is in draw.io, I can have two more here. So I is equal to what? I is equal to 0 first, right? And then I have what? J. So J has been assigned anything? No, but J later got assigned to 0. Then it checks, is J less than M? M means the pattern that we need to match. Of course, it is not. It is currently a pattern. If the pattern has to be non-zero character, so hopefully if the person is sane, he will give a non-zero value. It means it will not. It will, the loop will succeed. Okay. Then what do I do? Then I check that if the text had I plus j. I plus j basically means here both of them are 0. But after that, what happens? Is not equal to the pattern. Then it will break. So first you will do 0 plus what do you call this? 0 plus 0, that is 0. And then patterns का जो है 0. ठीक है, pattern का जो है 0. तो ये क्या मैच कर रहा है? यहाँ पे तो मैच नहीं कर रहा, तो यहाँ पे ब्रेक करके निकल गया. ठीक है, सॉरी यहाँ पे मैच नहीं कर रहा है. सो नॉट इक्वल टू, या नॉट इक्वल टू इज ट्रू, सो इट विल ब्रेक. ओके, या सर ये चेक कर रहा है, इज इट इक्वल टू इक्वल टू ओके देन पर्टिकुलर यहाँ पे भी मैच नहीं कर रहा है तो यहाँ पे निकल गया then what it does it will actually go on the loop how it will go on with the loop j will become 1 then j will become 2 j will become 3 okay all this so what happens I should have actually had a very good diagram with this allocated to like p will be 0 n will be 1 e equal to 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 you get it right so at some point so 0 1 2 3 3 is u then it is 4 then 5 then 6 then 7 then 8 9 10 11 12 13 13 you will see that there will be first match you will see that the first match is coming at 13 then what it will do it will basically check the next character okay then next character means I plus j so if you do the I plus j of the text that basically means it will go to the next character again and it will check with the next character of the pattern that we need to match okay pattern j okay then it will go with again the next and then it goes on so if you understand that I is the controller for the main text and j is the controller for this particular substring or pattern that we call it okay is this understandable yes yes do you want to say anything okay so in python it is just simply if this say micro keyword micro word exists in this then it will just return yes or no and for c you have to write this okay so hopefully that's fine with you right now okay next is the occurrence of all pattern say this particular keyword say I go back to my raw.io and here we are particularly checking that if this certain say क्या ही लो yeah say this no ठीक है no no is this pattern no occurring how many times in a particular word or a string okay in my simple c I say that no is occurring once here then once here it is occurring sorry yeah twice it is occurring at least that's what I can see right so the point is how many times this particular string is occurring for that what we have already utilized here pattern match you can just simply use this algorithm or use this particular function again multiple times so just check that how many times it returned true okay and that will be good but say you want to implement it from scratch then you can just take the function from here and then basically just add a count variable and just add a counter here okay instead of just returning a I okay that you found the pattern starting at particular this index you return you count that okay if I go on with this particular loop then how many times will I find that particular pattern coming up in my string clear chalega after that we have the duplicates so what do I mean by duplicates if I go back here say this is a string right this is a string but say I have a word or say I have a text document or say I have a list of contacts okay something like say I have it okay say this there are particularly reading tests say something like this okay something like this is there this is a text this is a string okay this is a very weird thing some you will see that there are multiple is there are multiple this okay So you want to remove all these extra words from your text, or these extra means these are duplicates, right? A good example of duplicates would be your contacts. You know what happens in your contact list? You might be saving a number on your mobile SIM card and also again saving it on your Google account. So when you go and view your contact list, those same that particular person might be coming up again and again. So that is inconvenience, right? You can write a C program to supple to that VCF data. Okay. I think that is called virtual contact information or formation, something. I forgot the full form of VCA. VCA full form. Venture, no, not venture capital. In contacts, yeah. This is a format. Virtual contact file, sorry. I forgot this. So virtual contact, have you ever created a virtual contact file? Hmm. So virtual contact file means a particular, let's say, text document which will contact the which will like not contact cable, which will contain the information of all the contacts that are there in your contact app, whatever app you use. Okay, and in that way you can just remove the duplicates by writing a simple file. Can you go and look at this loop and tell me if you are able to understand this or not? It is very similar to the last program. Just look at it once and tell me where you are encountering any problem. Acha, are you getting any background music or background noise? Oh, cool. Because I don't know, my neighbors are playing some songs and I hope that don't get captured through this microphone. So let me see if I. Yes, my filters are working very well. They are not able to capture this. Fine. Because, I'm also streaming this and I might get a copyright strike because of their song. Okay. Okay. Any problems here? Should I explain? Okay. What is happening? You are taking the length of the string. Okay. After that, what you are doing? You are taking the tail equal to 1. Okay. What is a tail? You will soon see when I am going to use it in the loop. So you basically start from you start with the int equal to I and I less than equal to the length. Means you are going to go through the string character wise. Okay. Now here comes the important part, the tail. So tail here is 1. So j you have started from 0, j is less than 1. So the particular condition suffices. Then you check that for each and every string, okay, string basically means this thing. Okay, is it equal to this duplicate? So here what I was talking about is this particular example. Oh, sorry, I changed it. Here, this. Say this particular thing, this. Is it equal to another this? So it is checking that is the first character second to the equal to the second character, or this thing is continuing. So if the str I is equal to what? 1, I is equal to 1 here. And if I go back here, I is equal to 1, j is equal to 0. So is t equal to h? The answer is no, right? The answer is no. So will it go inside? No. It will go outside of this. Then what will happen? The j block, if you look at it, the j will increase. But what happened? That the tail was 1. So j never got out of that. Okay. So only one time the loop will go. Then it's checking if j is equal to tail, which is in this case correct because j now is 1. Then what it does? It does the str of the tail. tail means 1, and str of the I means which is 0, which is t. So is t equal to is t and sorry, is not. It assigns that value. Assigns what? It assigns the str value of I to the str value of the tail. Okay. And then it increments the tail by 1. So now it increases the window of comparison. Okay. Do you get it? It is increasing the window of comparison and all this. You can do a dry run. And after that increase, it's going to again run the loop. Now what's going to happen? I will be 2. So now I will be 2, but here J will run for longer because the tail is now has increased to 2. And now what's going to happen? I will go from 2, and then it will check that if the characters are matching from J is 0. So if I go back here, J0 means T, 0 means T, and I will be 2, right? So it will go to I, matlab is I, this ka THIS ka I. Okay. Then it will go and match with this. So now TH will match with is, which is not possible. Then this will again go and match with all the parts of the string. It's like a window, a small window, which is sliding across the whole string. You get it, right? After that small window slides across the whole string, it will find for and look for duplicates. A good example is this. Well, is this means is this is character. Okay, because this is two window character, sorry, two character window, which is appearing multiple times. So when this kind of thing will actually happen, it will remove it. And sadly, because the implementation is not very robust enough, you know what's going to happen when it will encounter is in this particular part? Will it remove, will it survive, or will it not survive? Will this be removed?
Should we?
Yes, that's the part. This particular program is not smart enough to differentiate between a particular pattern that is appearing inside a word, or is it appearing alone itself. So it will remove any instance wherever it is appearing. A good example would be, say, you don't want too many contacts or multiple contacts of Avi, but say you actually had one contact of Abhishek. So it's going to remove the Avi from Abhishek as well, and only Sek will remain. Okay. Got this part?
How is it removing?
How is it removing? How is it removing? Oh, this part, see. This part, see. At the end of the day, what we are actually doing, we are giving out the tail. And after getting the tail, you are because this loop will go on, this tail will be added one more character, and at the end of the tail, you are just adding a null character to basically create a string. Okay, we will see this. Let me just go and compile this as well. I think I have a makefile. So I think this is in the fifth module, right? So let's go back to let's go into the fifth module, and we have a makefile. We already gone through the makefile and everything. It's now running the build. Okay, very good. Now we have the build. Now this was what? This was advanced strings. Do we have a binary for it? We have a binary for it. Let's run it. And these are the examples. Let's go and see. So palindrome we have done, anagram we have done, reverse we have done, pattern matching. See, it found the pattern and it occurred at the first instance itself, and there are total occurrences. Okay, total occurrences we got it from this particular function, count the number of occurrences, and after that we have the duplicates. Say the original word is programming, and you are particularly looking for I think I have forgotten what was the input to it. Let me go and see. Where is the main function? Pedagogy, duplicates, yeah. Oh yeah, I was asked, what are the instances that these characters are appearing again and again? So M is appearing twice. Other than that, do we have any repetition? Any repetition of like this programming? Yeah, we have we have repetition of R and G. See, it removed all the instances wherever these words are appearing again and again. Okay. Now this was a small example. When you have a larger example like this, I can actually give this example. Let's see. Let's use this example here. Where was the function? Anagram, reverse, duplicate here. Okay. Now I need to build this again. So I will again use make all. But see, because we are using make, it detected that we only changed one particular function in only one particular file. So it only made that file. So the binary of that file. So let's go and do it and see. See what remained. It removed any instances of the characters wherever they were appearing. It is giving me a unique string. Okay. चलेगा? Yes, actually correct. This is also removing the space. This is not robust enough. This is a very simple application. Na? It was just to show you that you can remove duplicates. Okay. You are right. It will remove anything again and again because the checking is not good. You can add a memory or something so that it can recognize differentiate between words and all this. And at that point, you will be developing one robust function that removes duplicates. Okay. So these are very simple implementation. You can work on more implementations like this. Then we have the longest common prefix. Okay, let's see the example of it to understand. Say we have flower, flow, flight. Okay, these are the words. So which is the largest common prefix here? Means after which string the given three strings differentiate themselves. Okay, say I do, this is unacceptable, unavoidable, okay, unprecedented. Then the word un will become the largest common prefix. Got it? Fine. So you will see this is how it has been implemented. थोड़ा देख के बोलो कि कुछ समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा. आ रहा है कुछ?
Can you explain?
Okay, sure. So what do we have? We have the length of the string. We have a j character. We have a I character. I character केवल variable. Okay. Then we start counting. We have a count as well. Now, while the I is less than the length, so पहले तो लॉजिक समझ लेते हैं ये क्यों कर रहे हैं. देख लो यहाँ पे क्या है, हमारे पास जो है जो स्ट्रिंग है और ये एक एनकोडेड है. So how these are coming? Let's go back to the function and see. These are the three strings, right? Now these are being kept in a strs, means there are multiple strings in this, and we have kept a prefix array of 100 length. Okay, and these both of these are character arrays. By the way, can you understand this? This is a 2D array. Were you able to get it that this is a 2D array? So do you know what is a 2D array? Hmm? Do we have a flowchart? No. Do we have 2D array? Sad, like we do not even have a 2D array. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you see this picture? This is a 2D array. So previously we had a 1D array, right? Now understand what is happening. In a 2D array, you have strings like this F, L, O, W, E, R. Then you will have something like flower or क्या था? Flow, F, L, O, W. Okay, you get it right. In this way, you will have a 2D array of strings. Don't mind my roommate. So now after that, what we are doing? We are just actually यहाँ पे तो भाई बहुत simple है. For I equal to 0, I less than 3. अब 3 क्यों किया? यहाँ पे देखो लार्जेस्ट कॉमन प्रीफिक्स में हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, ऊपर जाते हैं, इंट काउंट. ठीक है, अब ये काउंट क्या है कि इसके आगे नहीं देखेंगे, इससे बड़ा प्रीफिक्स नहीं हो सकता हमारे लिए. ठीक है, so within 3 I'm checking that are there any more prefix. Say actually it is a good point to change the code and show you. Say if I do 1 and then I basically make all and run the code. Now if you go, see what just happened. Okay, 1 actually kind of made, okay, this is very bad. This code is not working properly. Let me go with 2. This might be a good test case. Open. Oh wait, I am doing it with respect to something, right? So with respect to 2, it was there. 3, if it is 3. Oh, did I make this for 2? Yeah, for 3 it's fine. Let me go with 2 again. Make, then run the code. Yeah, for 1 and 2 it is failing. Hmm. For 1 and 2 it is failing. I need to check this. For 3 it is passing. Let's see why it is passing for 3 and why it is failing for 1 and 2. We can go and look. Let's see. It's just printing the string. Fine. Then largest common. Okay. Yeah. Print function there. Right. So what is happening? Is the count equal to 0 though? So that the result has to be appended with the yeah, this is a basically what do you call this? First checker. Fine. Fine. You got this part right. If the count is equal to 0, then whatever be the result, you append this character string. Okay, and just return it because that doesn't make sense. A count of 0 doesn't make sense. Then we have an index. Okay. Then index is kept at 0. We have a while loop, which is always true. Then we do what? Then we basically check the current is equal to the string of index at 0. Okay. So this current variable has been developed so that we can keep a track of which particular string index we are looking at. And when we are starting with the first word. 0 means, okay, I think I should actually create a um, array of it to make you understand. Let me, do I have anything? Heading. Not good. Do I have, okay, whatever. This will work. Say I have FLOWER. Okay, and all these words are actually separated. Fine. I'm going to go with just 2. Okay, this was weird. So let's go with this. And the other word will be flow. Okay. Okay. Now you will see, because these are like what? 2D arrays. Back to zoom in. Hopefully this is visible. Say F. This is what? This is your indexing. So indexing happens at 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, like that. Okay. So now here you will see that F can be matched with the F of the second row. Second row means it will be 1. So 1, 0, F is matching. L is matching with, so 0, 1 is matching with 1, 1. Okay. Now in that way we are matching. That should be the correct approach of matching it. So understand that we need to keep a track that what is our current string character that with which we are comparing. So that current string character needs to be tracked of. And first this is 0. 0 basically means, in our example, I think it was flower, right? Yeah, flower. Flower was our first word. So flower is indexed at 0. And then this is the index. Index is kept at 0. Initially 0. So 0, 0 is our current character. Okay, यहाँ तक समझ में आया तो क्लियर है. और यहाँ पे क्या करें, करंट इज नॉट इक्वल टू द नल कैरेक्टर, वो चेक कर रहे हैं. अगर नल कैरेक्टर हो गया तो यहाँ पे खत्म, योर प्रोग्राम एंड से. ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज जस्ट द स्टार्टिंग, सो दिस इज नॉट द नल कैरेक्टर. Yeah, what we're doing, we are running a for loop. So I equal to 1 till it is less than the count, and I kept the count at 0, 1, 2, so that the count basically means that the prefix, the longest prefix that you should be looking for. So here count is equal to 3, then I plus plus. Okay. Now what we are doing, we are checking if the string I basically is currently kept at 0, sorry, kept at 1, because we are initially taking the 0th string with our references. Okay. So 1 basically means flow. I think flow, right? Yeah, flow. So here we are going to the second string. I is equal to 1. So second string, then the index. Index is kept at 0. So second string, first character, F. Is it not equal to count? Is it equal to count? Yes or no? Currently it is checking that if it is not equal to count. So is that true? The answer is no. It is true for our case. So what is going to happen? The result. So there is a result variable as well. I think, yeah, the result was passed to it. Okay. So the result index is equal to current. So result का index क्या होगा? Index 0 होगा. So result का index 0 में current value चला जाएगा, क्योंकि ये equal है. Because these are equal. That means the prefix is matching. First character of the prefix is matching. Now it will increase the index. It will increase the index with 1. Now what happened? String I basically means 0, sorry, 1 here. So 1, index 1. So I is 1, index 1 means L. So L, is it equal to or not equal to the current? The answer is wrong here, because it is now no longer equal to the current. Current में क्या था? यहाँ पे F था. Means that was the first character of the first string. So it will fall over. This loop will not go. Then what will happen? But a while loop is there. So while loop will go. While loop now checks what? Because our index has increased to 1, it will now contain the second character or the first, like 0, then 1, 1 in that is L. So now it will go into the for loop. Now our current contains L, but remember is equal to 1 from and then next one. So 1 1 1 1 means L. So
Voice is
it's equal
cracking.
to L. Huh?
Your voice is cracking.
Oh, my voice is cracking. Hello, hello. Okay, can I do anything? Let me see. Oh, it's okay. So the loop will again run. You check that if L is equal to L from the first string, 0th string is equal to the I here. अभी ये loop होगा. अच्छा, हो सकता मेरे सारे पैरामीटर्स तो ठीक है. अ, is it clear? Hello.
It's fine.
So this loop was it okay. So ठीक है, यही है longest common prefix find करना. Then we can encode a string. You know what does encoding and decoding means? Encoding means say
I'm muted.
I'm muted. What? Oh wait. No, I'm not. Oh, what? Why did it mute me? What? Uh, oh, wait. Something happened. Happened. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Now can you hear me? Oh no. Yeah. Now can you hear me? Is my audio clear enough? Okay. Good. Something happened. Suddenly I got disconnected. Uh, hmm. Hello. Yeah, it's working now. Mm. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Thanks for telling me. Now, yes. Okay. So, abhi encoding. What does encoding and decoding means? It basically means you have a string and you have a mathematical idea that every odd character of that string, it will be capitalized, or at every odd character of the string, you will print the ASCII value of the string. Okay, something like that. It's a very simple idea. That's how you encode a string. Okay, or maybe you will do something like every one or two characters, you will add the summation of the previous characters, just like a Fibonacci. Okay. Later, want to say run multiple times. Let me check the live streaming quality so that I can be sure that okay, everything is working. Okay, or maybe you will do something like every. Okay, yeah, the live streaming is working. Okay, got it right. So now what we are doing, we are over the length of the string, we are encoding it. What is the idea of the encode here? I actually forgot what I did it here. Say you have the original string as something like triple A, double B, triple C, or quadruple C, then double A. Then you can see what is happening. After triple A, it is printing A, then 3. It means that there are 3 times A. And then after double times B, it is B2. Then after triple times quadruple times C, it is printing C4. So it is counting the number of characters that are getting repeated. Okay, that's how it is encoding it. Now, I have a very simple thing to ask you, which is, can you tell me that how many number of characters are there and how many number of characters are there in the encoded? Just quickly count and tell me. Quick, कितना है?
In the original string, there is 11.
Yeah, and in the encoded? In the encoded string,
15.
50.
No, wait.
Yeah.
8.
8, right. So can you tell me that the number of characters has decreased, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, in your mind, an algorithm that or any software that we use that kind of works in a similar fashion, जिसमें original data को लेता है, बहुत बड़ा देता है, छोटा कर देता है? Tell me. क्या पे यूज किया है? रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन. You got my question, right? हेलो, क्या हो गया?
Yeah.
कुछ आइडिया आ रहा है? बोलो. कभी जिप नहीं किया क्या? Have you ever done zipping? Yes, and if you have done zipping, then what does it do? It basically takes a huge data and it compresses it, right? And that's where it is. It is basically the same, not the same, exactly like I'm never going to say it is the same, but the principal idea that you can represent a larger string or a huge amount of information in a smaller encoded variant. That is the function of this compression algorithms. Okay, got it? This is the idea behind compression algorithms, and you will find it in every use case like zip and all this. Now I'm going to show you that what is the algorithm of zip. So if you just search what the algorithm of zip, okay, the two windows are placed side by side on the where the lock ahead window scans the interface, sliding the two encoding data on the fly. So this is the Wiley paper. Oh damn, I won't have access. Yeah, this is where it should be written somewhere. They don't explain the algorithm much. Oh. So it is something similar. Okay. So what it does is it looks through the character that say in a particular sequence, I'm having this particular like I have this triple A repeating again and again. Okay. So what I can do instead of basically writing triple A, I will write A followed by the number of times it has been repeated. Okay, then I will also have a decoder that will take this particular encoded string and then decode it back to the original file. Okay, you get this idea, right? Now this is what is going on in the encoding function. Now can you look at the encoding function and understand it? Or if not, I just tell me, I shall explain. Do you have any problem in this? Okay. Then we can move to the next one. That is the tokenization. Now, tokenization is a concept that I want to teach. You know why? Because later I want to teach you natural language processing as well. And in doing so, running tokenization is a very important part. Say here, hello world, how are you? This is a very simple tokenization where we have just tokenized each word separated by comma. It's a very simple thing. This is the string, hello world, how are you? Where we create a token, basically array. Okay. And what do? We basically, this is called the str talk. Okay. Str talk basically tokenizes it based on a particular punctuation. So we have put it comma. So wherever it will see the comma, it will break that particular string and place that string inside the uh, this another array called token. Okay. And when the token is not equal to null, it will just print the token. Okay, this is a function which is built into the C program. So you don't need to worry. Okay, fine. This is built into, I think it is built into string.h. Okay. And now if you ask me that I want to build it myself, you are absolutely free to make it. Okay. It's a very simple program because we have already done pattern matching. It is what? It is just checking that where that pattern exists, where that comma exists. उसके पहले जो सब है उसको लो, एक array में convert करो और उसको जो है copy करके रख दो. That's what it does. Okay. It's a very simple program. So that's why I just use the str talk or token. And this kind of finishes this particular module, which is the advanced strings module. Okay. We also have other particular um, array algorithms, which is binary search, bubble sort, selection sort, print maximum or reverse the array. And all these programs have already been done. So I'm not going into this. Then we have a few other programs, which is basically matrix addition, matrix multiplication, transpose of a matrix. And you have already made the matrix matrix multiplication, right? You have done it in C, right? You showed me the homework as well. Then you did it in Python, I think. You did somewhere. I remember matrix multi. I gave this as a
I
homework. Hmm? You did it in Python, right? Okay, okay. You did somewhere. So can you do it in C as well? Try, try. Actually, these things are already there on my repository, so you can look ahead and see that if you are getting it correctly or not. So there is again the spiral matrix. Okay. Spiral matrix program I want you to try. So what is a spiral matrix? Let me show you. Yeah. Say this is a matrix. Okay. This is a matrix. Matrix is like given. So this is the 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, sorry, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. This is like this. Now spiral matrix means you will go like this. From left side, you will go like 1, 2, 3, 4, then 8, 9. You get it right. Like a spiral, you will go. This is the program that you need to write. And this is the spiral matrix program already given as a base case for you to study. But I would like you to create a program by yourself and practice. Okay. After that, we have the matrix search, find the matrix. We have a 3D array. And of course, that's it. Okay. चलेगा?
Yeah.
So in your homework, I want you to study these programs given in this particular module. 05. Strings, arrays and strings. Okay. You can go on to the GitHub. Oh my, did I close it? Sorry. Give me 2-3 seconds. depending on my network, which is not really fast enough. So on the GitHub, you will go to the fifth module. Okay. And here you will see that all the things have been explained as well. Okay. Not particularly in detail, but how much can be explained have been explained. Okay. Fine. The next module that we will focus on is the pointers module. So are we ready for it? Or do you want to end the class here? Okay, we will go by a simple one, the pointer arithmetic. Okay, we will go through this thing. A pointer basic. I think I have done to the basic part of the pointers previously, right? Like float pointer, int pointer. We know how to create pointers, right? And we know how to assign types to each of those pointers, which are basically like creating normal uh, integers or normal variables. But for pointers, what do we have? Do you know what pointers are, right? They are basically variables which store the address of another variable, right? You know that is clear to you. अरे हाँ ना तो बोल दो कि हाँ ये पता है, अगर नहीं पता है तो बोल दो, मैं सिखाऊंगा फिर से. You know or don't know? गुड. कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बोलो कि हाँ फिर मैं मूव ऑन कर सकता हूँ. ओके. Now this is a pointer to a pointer, star star. Okay. And this is allocating memory to a pointer. There are different functions to allocate memory. Malloc, calloc, realloc. Okay. All these are there. Have we done the malloc and all this? I don't remember. I think I haven't done. Have we done it? No, right? ये बोलना चाहिए कि नहीं किया तो क्या मैं कराता हूँ. So do I have a good visualization? No. This is sad. Maybe this will work. So see what is happening here. When I call malloc, or oh, this is for calloc, realloc, sorry. कहाँ पे बनेगा? कुछ अच्छा डायग्राम कोई क्यों नहीं बनाता? People need to make diagrams for these. Yeah, this is good. Say you do a PTR. So what is the format? Int star PTR means you are creating a pointer. Okay. And that pointer is like an array. Okay, so you need this is called dynamic memory allocation. What is dynamic memory allocation? It basically means the memory for an array needs to be allocated during the runtime, not in the compilation time. Need to be very clear. क्योंकि तुमने देखा होगा कि in your C program you cannot create a array without specifying that what will be the size of that array, right? And when you are creating the program, you might not know what could be the size of it. It could be 100 bytes, it could be 1000 bytes, it could be 1 million bytes. You do not know what could be the size of your array. So at best, you can do it during runtime. During runtime of the program, the program will dynamically allocate the memory that is required for your program to run. Okay. Now this is a pointer. So and this pointer is the pointer to an array. Means it will be a 1D or 2D array depending on what we are going to allocate and how we are going to allocate. Okay. Then what is this? You have done this typecasting, right? So you can have typecasted it to anything. Malloc returns a void pointer. You know what is a void integer? Sorry, void variable. Means a variable which knows that it has a size, but it doesn't know which type it belongs to. It can be an int, it could be a character, it could be anything, but you need to typecast it. So void is itself a type, which basically means that it has no type. Okay. Then we have typecasted it to integer. Then after that, what do we have? We have the malloc keyword. Malloc, उसके बाद क्या है? 5 times the size of int. So size of int is what? 4 bytes. 5 times 4 means 20 bytes of data. So that means it will give you 20 bytes of data in your what? In your RAM or in your cache. Where it will give you? It will give you the 20 bytes of data in your heap memory. Okay. Got it? Clear है? हाँ ना तो बोल दो.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this is what? This is malloc, so that you can create a dynamic memory or dynamic array. Okay. Now what have we done here? Here we have taken the address. क्या बोलूं? Yeah, we have the double pointer. Double pointer basically means pointer to a pointer. Okay, means a pointer which stores the address of a pointer, and that pointer in itself stores the address of a variable. Okay, you get that recursive कैसे जा रहा है, right? समझा या नहीं समझा? अगर समझ में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है बोल सकते हो. पॉइंटर टू अ पॉइंटर. गुड. मैं बार बार पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, सी में पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग्स, दैट पॉइंटर टू अ पॉइंटर. अरे ये कैसे हो गया? मतलब बेसिकली यू आर पॉइंटिंग टू अ पर्सन एंड दैट पर्सन इज पॉइंटिंग टू अनदर पर्सन एंड दैट पर्सन इज पॉइंटिंग टू अनदर पर्सन. You get it, right? That's how it goes. Now, we have this pointer which we want to allocate with the size of integer. Okay, very simple. Size of integer 4 bytes. Good, done. And then you do a sanity check. Null तो नहीं है. फिर you basically allocate the value. Done. You have created a pointer, or you have dynamically created an I think this is just 4 bytes, so it will just create a memory. You dynamically created a memory of type of integer which contains some value. Done. वही किया है और कुछ से किया. Okay. So this is the double pointer. This is a demo. We can do it. We can just think. Which module it is? 6, right? So let's go back. Let's go to module 6. What are we going to run first? What is the command? What are we going to run? बोलो. अरे बोलो. नहीं, यहाँ पे देखो क्या है. Make file है. We have created the whole make file for it. Okay. Make all. Very good. Done. Oh yeah, you will see that there is a pointer basics buggy क्योंकि there are, I've kept a particular pointer file which shows you the mistakes that people do. Okay. So let's run this. What was this? Not this one. कोणता देखाচ্ছে बोलतो? Pointer to pointer, right? So value of x is 42. Now what we have done? We have taken a pointer. Okay, we have taken a pointer where we stored the value of x. Oh, sorry, address of x. Okay. Then value of the pointer ptr, which is what? Address of x that I have printed out. Okay, this is address of x. Then we are going to print the value of the pointer. Value that is stored inside the pointer. Okay. Pointer has stored the address of the variable x. Then what is the address of the pointer itself? This is the address of the pointer itself, which is a different address. Okay. Then what we are doing? Value of pointer to a pointer. Okay, what it has stored? That is value that is stored inside the pointer of a pointer. So it has stored the address of this pointer. Sorry, not this one. क्या हो गया? Yeah, this one. Okay. क्या हो गया? रुक जा, मैं गलत गलत जगह पॉइंट कर रहा हूँ. Value of, yeah, value of the pointer, which is this, which has stored the address of the pointer. Yes, this is the address of the pointer. Yes. Okay. Then what is the value stored by the pointer of a pointer? The value it has stored is the address of the variable x itself. ठीक है? Now then value pointed to by the pointer of a point, मतलब basically double star लगाना पड़ेगा, and you will see that, oh, it has stored the value 42. You get it, right? This whole basic
Pointers.
Pointer to a pointer basically means a pointer which stores the address of another pointer. Okay. Of not another pointer, with itself actually. It's a recursive loop. Let me see if I have a. We need it to basically do of like a lot of optimizations we can do. Okay. Do I have a diagram? This is a diagram that I meant. These are called double pointers as well. See, this is the number. It has an address. ठीक है? And then what happens that this pointer stores the address of this variable, which is a single star. This is a pointer. But then there is something called double pointer. This pointer stores the address of this pointer. Okay, not only that, that means if you do double star beside that pointer, you can recover this particular value. Okay. This is how it works. These are called double pointers. Got it? चलेगा? हाँ. Okay, good. तो अभी ये हो गया. अभी देखो, we can modify the value through the double pointer. Just double star ptr कर दो, pptr. इसको exo लिख दो. Then basically it will change the value at that location, at the location of the variable. Okay. Got it? Then you can just create an array of pointers as well. This is how you can create an array of pointers. See? Basically you have A, B, C, and here you create an array of the addresses of the A, B, and C, and you basically just call double star PP. Means what? This array itself. You remember what is an array? Array is nothing but the first element of an array stores the address, or the whatever be the array name, not even first element, whatever be the array name, ARR, will store the address of the first element of an array. Means array itself stores element one after the another. That means that understanding that the what is the address of the first element of an array is enough to get you access to all the elements of the array. समझ में आया? तो एक कदार है, उस कदार में अगर तुमको पहले व्यक्ति का एड्रेस पता है या फिर नाम पता है, देन वो पूरे कदार में जो सारे लोग हैं उन सब का तुम्हें एड्रेस मिल जाएगा. Okay. Just like that, you can just print it using a simple for loop. And this is a 2D array simulation where you have a matrix like this and you create it using 2D arrays. Okay. Then we have the string array. You can have something like this. These are, you know what are actually strings? Whenever I ask this question to people, this is a very simple question when people ask you as well. So if I ask you this question, what is a string? What you will answer? What is a string actually? And क्या बोला? फिर से बोलना. Yes, and are you forgetting something? You're correct with that first sentence, an array of characters. No, no, no. अरे भाई वैसा मत बोलना. I know this is something. Actually, I recently found out. I don't know if it's there. If I search it, in program, something কেমন করে একটা সার্চ করে পট করে আসছে. I think yeah, this thing, this line is dangerous to society. Okay, why? Because I recently found out. I was just there with a few juniors. Okay, I asked that you guys are interested in programming, so tell me what is a string. I just ऐसे ही पूछा था. Okay, and they quoted me this line that a string is something between double quotes. Please do not say it. मतलब I don't know why these things are there on the internet, but please do not say it. Okay. That means you do not understand what strings actually mean under the hood. String is a array of characters. What you said is beautifully correct. थोड़ा सा लास्ट में बोल देना. That must end with a null character. Okay. Got it? Then that will make the complete sense. Now, what has happened that in your book or wherever you are reading this, multiple times in the internet itself, it has written that and string is it's alphanumeric, like what, concatenation group of elements within double quotes. What do you even mean by double quotes? That has no existence in the memory. Okay, an array has a existence. An array means when you have continuous memory blocks, like I can when you say that array, that means that has a physical existence, but not even physical. These are like virtual existence in the virtual memory or what kuch hai. Not going into that, but at least it means something to the system memory, to the how the representation happens. It means something. It has some existence. When you say it is something that exists inside the double quote, that you will see on the IDE, on the interface you will see, but you do not have any underlying information or understanding what is happening under the hood. So please, you are correct. An array is and string is a string is a an array of elements or array of characters. But just add one more line that it should end with a null character or as defined by any other programming language. Okay, might not end with a null character, might end with an exclamation sign. You don't know, but more in C or in even Rust, this is the format that you must follow. Okay. And in Python uses C++ under the hood. So even in Python, it is again an array, or if you want to be a little bit more correct, it is an array object such that it contains alphanumeric data. And again, it uses Python's dynamic allocation. So that is a little bit different. So it might not even end with a null character. It has other objects to define where it ends. Okay. But please do not say that it is within double quotes. Okay. Fine. Chalega? Will work? Okay, good. Hopefully I cleared something, right? This conception that डबल कोट के अंदर होना चाहिए वो मत बोलना, ठीक है? स्कूल में क्या बोला है? स्कूल में क्या बोला है? What did your school teacher say?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, fine. But whatever they said, I don't care. If they say something correct, then good. But please stick to what I have told you, because in later part you will realize that what I have said is actually correct. Okay. Now continue with the modifying the pointers. Yeah, one more thing that I would say is this free. You will see that we have done a dynamic memory allocation using malloc. Okay, you understood that what malloc does, right? You understood how it allocates the memory. It just needs the amount of memory that it needs to allocate. Okay. Now, point is, it has allocated memory to a particular location. Now, what happens after your program ends? What will happen to that location? Can you tell me? What will happen to that location? To that space where malloc allocated some memory to run a program, some variable.
The space is free to be utilized again.
Mm, but if you do not tell C, the C compiler to free it, will it free it? Can that space be utilized again? So suppose you do not tell your compiler to free that storage. Will that space be again utilized? The answer is yes and no both way. Because of modern operating systems are smart enough to understand that, oh, this memory was there implemented by a program, but that program does not use it anymore. So we can use this. So the kernel will realize. But the point is, it's a good habit, or it is not even a good habit. This is an essential habit to always free the storage that you are not using. Okay. A good example or a good use case would be, this storage which you do not use anymore, without which you might have just stopped using in terms of your program, whatever you're writing your program for. Those particular memory locations can be exploited. Because once you, let's say, dereference it, not free. I'm saying dereferencing an array or a memory location. Then what happens to the pointers that were pointing to that location? Okay, and they can't point to anywhere. So they are pointing to random space in the memory, right? They're pointing to some garbage location. Well, that's what we call. And suppose there is an attacker who wants to get access to your device, and they find that, okay, this location is there. No one is pointing to it. And they attach one simple variable. Then what they can do? They can do chain of operations. They can use that particular location and chain through multiple things that is there inside your compile during the runtime memory. In that way, you know what happens? They can get access to your internal working of the system. And this is what we call as a memory buffer overflow attack. Okay. This is something very common in cybersecurity as well as security in general. Okay. So this line, this free line can save lives, can save millions of dollars. Okay. So please always write this line. Okay, got it. Clear you up. Okay, and only after this, after doing this, you will dereference. Do not do the other way around. First you do the dereferencing, then you free it. Bro, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, always free it first, means whatever be it pointing to now has been uh, removed or cleared, and after only that we dereference. Okay. And this is swapping of two pointers. I've already saw this swapping of two pointers at triple pointers is nothing but pointer to a pointer to a pointer. That is triple pointer. Okay. Let me show the swap function. This is the swap function. Instead of using swap by reference and swap by value, I have shown this, right? So what you do, you swap the two variables by basically whatever we store inside their addresses. So you check that at this address, this is there, and then you swap the pointers. Okay, means you swap the addresses itself. rather to say you swap the pointer, means the value that it is pointing to. You swap using that pointer, means that address. You will change whatever it is pointing to. It will, that pointer will now point towards somewhere else, and the other pointer will point over to somewhere else. That way, you swap the address. It's like you have two friends. One lives in Kolkata, one lives in Mumbai. So how do you swap it? You basically take the person out of Kolkata, put it in Mumbai, and put the person out of Mumbai, put it in Kolkata. You basically swap their addresses. Okay, that's how it works. Now I think we are done through the basics of this pointer to pointer, and I'm going to end this class here. Do you have any questions? Okay. Do you want to, like, basically continue this C programming, or should we move ahead with other things? Because I'm going to tell you that you see this, these are the modules that I have prepared for you. You know what is this? Can you see? You know what is this? देखो एक बार. देखा है? This is basically Percepton. I am planning to teach you machine learning using C programming language. And also there is network also. So I will also teach you how to handle WebSockets as well. Okay, WebSockets and IP addresses and all this using C programming language. And also I plan to see you show you GTK. Okay, how to make a GTK UI and all this. I still haven't made it, but I've created a readme that what I want to show you. But that's there. I also want to show you a few of the scientific computing as well. This is like molecular dynamics that I've created. These are simple, like basically forces and all this. I really want to showcase all these things using the power of C programming language, and how well we can develop the core basics of programming in C, so that this will help you in future to not only do the same thing in Python or any language that might come across. So do you feel like you are comfortable with this kind of architecture that we have done? I have not, memory management I have done completely done to, I think, data structures I have completed, and till here I have completed this making. I still have to make a little bit more debugging stuff, and from 13 I still have not made many files for you. You can go ahead and look till module 12. Okay. So does this interest you? You're free to tell me yes, no, कुछ भी बोलो. Should we go ahead with this plan? चलेगा? Okay, cool. Cool. Then yeah, that's where this class ends, and I want you as a homework, go till module 6. Okay. मॉड्यूल 6 तक पढ़ के आना है नेक्स्ट क्लास, ठीक है? ओके, कूल, दैट्स कूल. चलो मैं स्ट्रीम इधर एंड कर दिया.